season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right on. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 29.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers again now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Amari
Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
That is good.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
7. Seahawks, nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the number 1 seed. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, deformed that time, getting the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
The tackle by
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
For the point after.
Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He gives it off to Carson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, if they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man to the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
1-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the Niners Raiders get there and bring him down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, throw left side complete. It's Barnes. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Niners 21, Seahawks 7.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Makes the
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 31, Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnes. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the 1st down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
That's caught at the 1, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the... And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
It's actually a great call in goal line situations, because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his 1st read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He had a little bit of a turnover here. last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Wilson. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
The score, Niners 28, Seahawks 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Neal brought him
Well, on
down.
every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down now, it's Barnes. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on first down. Barnes. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 21. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. Now a timeout taken.
Number 86.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For DK Metcalf, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Hunter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what some defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
40-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Wilson. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Seahawks. 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They run the counter. Carson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run again with Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 44, Rodgers over the middle, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? On play action, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
The ball carrier.
A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Wilson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because the defense got it. They were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnes. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And his kick is good.
Niners 38, Seahawks 28.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Past the 20, 10, 5, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Bro, that's some fucking bullshit.
Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 45. Seahawks 28.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Look at 34 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon.
They certainly do. I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get it.
And he is set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there.
Oh my goodness. You didn't have it for like 30 seconds.
It'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Rodgers, they get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down. Penalty.
Electing to throw the football. Swings, quick outs, things they consider safe.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He gets before he's brought down. That one goes for the first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's a throw. That'll wind up moving the chains again. The Seahawks 28. Last play they got stuck at the line. Different story, over 20 yards. On first down, Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. First down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And the 49er first down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
Which is?
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my podcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.